New York City WOR. Mike, go ahead, please. What's on your mind?
Hey, Mike, big fan of the show. I also subscribe to your podcast. I wanted to mention, and I'm surprised that you didn't notice this earlier, but the Associated Press is actually owned by none other than N.M. Rothschild and Sons Limited under one of their many subsidiaries. So,
well, wait. You mean it's owned by a British holding company? The AP is owned by a British holding company?
Well, N.M. Rothschild and Sons, yes. The highest at the top of the Illuminati, if you will, quote unquote. So it's all tied together. So it's no surprise to me. I'm surprised that you didn't know that, but I can show you a link. I can send it to you.
No, I trust you. Well, I'll tell you what I uncovered about 2 years ago. You know when you see polls that say AP Ipsos, nobody asks who Ipsos is, IPSOS. Mm-hmm. It's a European-owned polling firm, if you can believe it, running false polls here in the United States of America.
Yeah.
So what are we, a wholly owned subsidiary of some nefarious foreign capital? Is that what we become?
Well, the thing is, and rather than just keeping an eye on the ball between left and right, I mean, the whole objective behind all this is nothing more than the biggest heist, as you know, has become the fleecing of America to offshore bankers. That's, the front of the bank, like JP Morgan Chase, Deutsche Bank, all these, they're nothing more than front end to the major behind-the-scenes Soros holding offshore banks.
But didn't they put Obama in power? Didn't these bankers, in your opinion, engineer his election?
Absolutely.
All right, so you have to ask yourself, why did they want Obama in power? That's the number one question is, why is Obama the president that George Soros personally wanted to be president? Why?
Well, I mean, that's... it's an obvious question. I mean, you're looking at the social, development of creating socialism in the United States. And
all right. So now the next question for the audience is: why would a billionaire 10 times over want socialism in the United States? Why is it to the advantage of George Soros and the others to have a pure socialist government in the U.S.? How many times do I have to say to people, the answer is because they have absolute power and the people become peons, peasants all over again. That's the answer. They don't want checks and balances. They don't want a balance of power. They want total power. Here, I will quote a British genius, Lord Acton, who said, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now, if that doesn't typify what we're living through today, I'd like to know what does. Correct? You agree with that?
Absolutely.
That's because absolute power corrupts absolutely, and we have none. We have absolutely no power in this country. We have the illusion of power because we have freedom of speech, which is what keeps the masses in line, by the way. Do you know that?
Yeah. Believe me. I mean, most Americans are, for the most part, disenchanted. They don't really see the real news. They're only obsessed with Paris Hilton and reality TV shows. It's nothing more than a smokescreen.
Yep. Well, they keep them occupied with guns and roses. Thanks.